Welcome back to the channel, or hi if you're new here. I'm Elise, and today we're going to be learning how to crochet a flat circle. This is an essential skill if you're learning to crochet, and you can make this with any type of yarn, any hook size, and you can make this as large as you'd like. You can make this as big as a blanket if you'd like to, and it will continue to stay flat every time. Today I'm going to be using some worsted weight for acrylic yarn and a 5mm hook. But like I said, you can use any type of yarn and yarn weight and its corresponding hook size. You will also need a pair of scissors, and we're ready to get started. Okay, to get started, the first thing we need to do is make a magic ring. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a more beginner-friendly version of the magic ring, but you can also just use a regular magic ring if you'd like to. So to start off, we're going to make our slip knot by wrapping the yarn around two of our fingers and across, just like this. Then I'm going to pinch that yarn tail with my thumb, and taking my pointer finger on my other hand, I'm putting that under the first strand of yarn and over the second. Then flip that second strand of yarn up and pull it tight. Let's do that together one more time. Wrap the yarn around two of your fingers and across. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb. Take your finger on your other hand and put it under the first strand of yarn and over the second. Then flip that second strand of yarn up and pull it tight to make your slip knot. Now that we have our slip knot, we can go ahead and put our hook into that loop. You'll pull on this short yarn tail here to go ahead and close that down. And we can go ahead and get started on our chain. To make a chain, we're going to yarn over and just pull that right through the loop on our hook. Again, yarn over and pull it right through the loop on the hook. For our faux magic ring, we need 4 chains in total, so let's do that 2 more times. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Now that we have our 4 chains, we're going to go ahead and connect the last chain that we made with the first chain that we made with a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, we're going to go into that first chain, just like that. Then grab the yarn and pull up a loop. And pull that directly through that loop on your hook. Now you can see that we formed a little circle with our chain. That is going to act as our faux magic ring. So all of our stitches here in round 1 are going to go right into the middle of that circle, just like this. Before I get started on round 1, I'm going to go ahead and trim this yarn tail a little bit so it's not in the way. And now we're ready to get started on round 1. Now to make a flat circle, you can use any of the basic crochet stitches that you would like. Today I'm going to go ahead and use a double crochet as the demonstration, but you can use any of the basic stitches if you want to use a single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, or triple crochet. They will all work. Now if you're following a pattern or a different tutorial that requires you to make a circle, it may start off with a different number of stitches. You can really start your circle with any amount of stitches that you would like here in round 1. And the thing that's going to make it nice and flat is going to be the way that we increase as we add rounds. I'll go over that in just a minute, so don't worry about it too much right now. We're going to go ahead and start off with round 1. And like I said, I'm using double crochets, so I'm going to start off by chaining 2. This will not count as a stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and put 10 double crochets into my circle here. To make a double crochet, we're going to yarn over. I'm putting my hook into the middle of that circle. Yarn over and pull up a loop so that you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Again, yarn over, going back into that circle. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. So we have our chain and our 2 double crochets into our circle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make 8 more double crochets into my circle here for a total of 10. Now that I have all 10 of my double crochets into my circle, we're going to finish the round by making a slip stitch into the first stitch that we made. That chain does not count as a stitch, so let's find the top of that first stitch that we made right there. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop and pull it right through that loop on your hook to make your slip stitch. Before I move on to round 2, I'm going to locate this yarn tail here at the back and just pull on that to go ahead and close up that circle. Now that we finished round 1, we're going to start doing our increasing rounds. So for round 2, we're going to start off by chaining 2. For round 2, we're going to be making an increase into every one of our stitches for the entire round. An increase means that we're going to be placing 2 stitches into every stitch for the entire round. So into this first stitch right here, because I'm making double crochets, I'm going to place 2 double crochets into that first stitch. So there's my first double crochet. Then I'm going back into that same stitch and making my second double crochet. And that's how we're going to make our increase. Into the next stitch, I'm making 2 double crochets. And I'm just going to keep repeating that into every stitch all the way around. Like I said, this works with any stitch that you're using, and whatever number of stitches you started with in round 1, you're just going to be doubling that here in round 2. So if you started round 1 with 6 half double crochets, for example, you would have 12 half double crochets at the end of round 2. But because I started round 1 with 10 double crochets, I'm going to be ending round 2 with 20 double crochets in total. If you find that your project is curling up a little bit, like mine is right now, that is normal. We're just going to flatten it out manually as we work, just like that. Okay, so now that I've made all 20 of my double crochets, we're going to make our slip stitch to go ahead and end the round. Now you may see what looks like a stitch here. We don't need to work into that. That is just the slip stitch that we made at the end of the last round. So we're going to go ahead and skip over that. We will also skip over our chain here. And I'm going to make my slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet that I made at the beginning of the round. So grab the yarn and pull it right through the loop on the hook. For round 3, we're going to start by chaining 2. This will not count as a stitch. And for round 3, we're going to be making our increases every other stitch. So that means here in this first stitch, we're going to place 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2. And into the next stitch, we'll only place 1 double crochet. So into the next stitch, we need to make another increase. So we'll place 2 double crochets into that stitch. And 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And we're just going to keep repeating that all the way around for the entire round. If you started with 10 stitches in row 1, you should have 20 stitches in row 2 and 30 stitches in row 3. If you started off in round 1 with a different number of stitches, you're just going to increase by that number of stitches you made in round 1 for every round that you add. Okay, I have all 30 of my double crochets, so I'm going to skip over this slip stitch and this chain 2 and make my slip stitch into that first double crochet. We'll start the next round by chaining 2. And for round 4, we're going to be making our increase every 2 stitches. So into this first stitch here, I'll make 2 double crochets into that same stitch. 1 and 2. And then I'll make 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So I've got my 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and then my 2 double crochets. So I'll make my next increase here in this next stitch by making 2 double crochets into the same stitch there. And now I need to make 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches again. And like I said, for every row that we add, our stitch count is going to go up the same number of stitches that we had in round 1. So I should have 40 double crochets here at the end of round 4. Okay, I'm at the end of round 4. I have all 40 of my double crochets. So we'll skip over that slip stitch and that chain 2 and make our slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, but you can make this as large as you'd like to and it will continue to stay flat. You can make it as big as a blanket if you need to. You're just going to keep following the same pattern. The only difference between rounds is going to be that for every extra round that you add, you're going to have one extra stitch between each one of your increases. For example, in round 3, I made an increase every other stitch. In round 4, I made an increase every 2 stitches. For round 5, I would make an increase every 3 stitches. For round 6, it would be every 4 stitches, and so on. As long as you keep following that pattern, you will continue to have a nice flat circle. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next and what you're going to be using your flat circle for. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video.